So welcome to Savannah Community Headlines Live. It's Monday, June 29th, 2020, right in the middle of this pandemic. Our visibility team with Carriage Trade PR streams live every Monday morning at 9 a.m., but we will not be streaming next week because of holiday. It's a way to keep our community every Monday morning at 9 a.m., but we will not be streaming next week. It's a way to keep our community every Monday morning at 9 a.m., but we will not be streaming next week. It's a way to keep our community every Monday morning at 9 a.m., but we will not be streaming next week. Turn off it's a way to keep our community Monday morning at 9 a.m., but we will not be streaming next week. Our community.
There.
Marjorie, I think it's your mic. Why don't you bump out and come back in again? Meanwhile, why don't Kat and I can keep going?
We'll just kick Marjorie off.
You muted your mic, Marjorie. I'm Carmel.
And I'm Catalina, and happy to have you here this Monday morning with all our usual Monday shenanigans.
Yeah, she's back.
There you go. Marjorie, we're just testing your technology ability this morning. That's all. It's a Monday.
It is. And I'm looking forward to a holiday next week. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, we're going to talk about our exciting weekends, but I think this is the excitement that I've had for the weekend right now.
How was yours weekend?
We were good. We just, we kind of dinged around the house. My husband's off this week. We're having a staycation, which is a little unusual. I keep getting these feeds from Memories and Facebook about Disney World and Universal and Key West and all those fun places. And this year we're staying home. So I told him it's fine. It's just not quite the same without that room service and maid service coming in every day.
Oh, maybe those times are ahead again. Let's hope, right?
Do you have a good weekend?
Yeah, mine was quiet this weekend. I think, we're all just, we're just staying at home. And I think too with, everybody's still just very conscious of what's going on out there. We're trying not to push the envelope too much.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of envelopes, this is what I did this weekend.
Oh, you made something. I haven't touched a sewing machine in years.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Do you sew, Kat?
Oh, heck yeah. I'll show you one day.
I need to ask you some questions about the directions because it's been a while.
When Selena will be 18 in July, when she was born, I made her very first Halloween costume. And then that kind of hooked me. And then every year up until she was about 12, I just got better and better and better and better. I grew up in a house, the people that I lived with in high school, they were theater people. And she was a drama teacher and had a theater group. And the dad was the prop master for the San Francisco Ballet. And I learned how to sew.
Well, my mother taught me how to sew, but then I was a theater person. So, of course, made tons of costumes. And to this day, I can go, if some neighbor kids of mine, one time they had just come back from their grandfather's funeral on Halloween. And I said, send them to my house. They had no Halloween anything. And I said, send them over to my house. And I'm digging through closets and finding all. I dressed those kids up great.
It's fun. That's my daughter. We have like a little kind of mother-in-law suite, and she'll be starting college. So we let her move into that. So her room is now free. And it is now going to be my office / sewing room / artsy craftsy little place. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
you can make masks on your sewing machine too.
I actually looked up how to do that this weekend.
That's the first thing that I made. I made the one that is like a gator that goes up.
Oh yeah.
It's one stitch. It wasn't hard, but now I'm trying this. So you know what?
It's fun. It's very therapeutic.
We didn't introduce everybody coming in. So later on the show, like coming up in just a few minutes, we've got the folks from Ready, Set, Go. And we have Franny Williams talking about online yoga. So anyhow, let's get started with Kat today. Let's get going with our community headlines here.
So
what do you need?
we have, I don't know if we can bring this up. We have a little guy named Chocolate
Oh, yeah,
over
be
at
fun.
Coastal Pet Rescue, and she is a female American, if I can say this right, Staffordshire Terrier,
Aw.
cutest dog ever. And she's looking for a place to call home. She's over at Coastal Pet Rescue. The link to them is going to come up in our feed down below. And sweet, sweet baby dog. And if you are interested in adopting, she would love to come and hang out with you sooner than later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Aw.
And that's the kind of friends you could be close to during the pandemic.
Especially during 4th of July, you know, our animals don't like all those fireworks, and so she's going to need someone to snuggle with.
Yeah, absolutely. They later today, I'm heading to Rotary, the Rotary Club of Savannah. We have a new president coming in,
Oh,
and Ted, and he is coming in. Ellen Bulch has been our president this past year, so I've got to head over there very quickly afterwards. So I'm not sure if we're going to have time for our morning meeting after this. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear this red dress or a yellow dress. Anyhow,
I like the red.
we're
Power.
actually holding it outside, and there's only going to be like 2 people per table, and you have to wear a mask. So
That's good.
Did you all get a text at 4 o'clock this morning with SEMA saying heat alert?
If I did, I wasn't paying attention.
4 a.m. What? I've been up since 4.
I took my melatonin last night, and that was it.
Gosh.
yeah, I could sleep through pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't keep the phone right by my bed, but the studies say you shouldn't do that. So anyhow. So Carmel, what do you have?
I am introducing a brand new business, but it's more than a business coming to town. It's a Center Park Credit Union is opening 3 Savannah area locations, and 2 of them will be opening really in the near future. They're expanding to the Savannah area. They're a division of APCU, which is the oldest credit union in the state of Georgia, well known in the central and northern central part of the state. But they are introducing the Center Park brand right here in the Savannah area just for us. And it will open 2 Chatham County locations in September at the Pooler Walmart at 160 Pooler Parkway and the Savannah Walmart at 6000 Ageechee Road. And then they're going to plan to open a freestanding flagship branch in the early part of next year. So we're really excited to welcome Center Park to Savannah.
Awesome. And so who do we have backstage that can come in and talk about what else is happening?
Ooh, who could that be?
I wonder, perhaps someone who knows a lot about Center Park.
There's
Good morning.
Tanya. Absolutely. Here we go. Hey, so we've got Tanya Scott Pritchard. She's the executive director. And Ready, Set, Go, and Donna Williams with Center Park. Welcome. Thanks for being on Savannah Community Headlines Live and sometimes interrupted with internet. So, what do y'all have going on?
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having us, Marjorie, Carmel, and Catalina. Good to see you this morning. But as you said, Carmel did a great job introducing Center Park to everyone. We're extremely excited about coming and launching in September, actually, of this year. And actually, accounts can even be open as soon as August. So our website will be out, soon, and you'll hear more about that. But we are so honored to be one of the new spotlight sponsors for the Ready, Set, Go back to school event with Ms. Tanya Scott Pritchard. And this event has been going on for over 12 years, right, Tanya? Is this the 12th
Yes,
year?
it has. We've been doing this for the past 12 years, and we got a little different twist this year. Normally, our event is held at the Civic Center, And because of COVID-19, we got some changes going on. So we're here today just to kind of let everyone know what we're going to be doing and, tell everybody where to meet us.
Absolutely. And
And
these
that's
are
a
pictures
picture
from
from
last year.
pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little different this year. How's that going to work?
Well, this year we're going to have what we call Pack the Trunk. And so our event will be held on August 8th at 9 a.m. and it's going to be a drive-through. And so we're asking families to open up their trunks and then allow us to put the school supplies in. We are also partnering with Feed the Hungry. They're going to also be putting in food. So we're going to be out at the recreation center. So between the Garden City, a room to have everyone come in and go out really smoothly. And that's the way we're going to be doing it. So we're looking forward to it. And we are only able to do this because of our sponsors. And so we are excited to have our brand new sponsor this year, Center Park, coming in, doing some exciting things with us. So they're going to be there giving out.
Oh, and we're losing you, Tanya. Donna, can you hear us?
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like we're losing Tanya like in and out for a minute. Technical difficulties, right? And it's Monday, right? There you have it. But I think she was explaining the fact that the event is going to be a pack and go. So it's a drive-through event at the Garden City gymnasium right behind Groves High School. So very excited about that, and the families will be able to get food as well, because Feed the Hungry is also partnering with Ready, Set, Go this year, is I believe what she was saying. So very excited about that. The sponsors are going to be on hand as well, acting as volunteers and helping to put those items in the trunks, and expecting to serve over 5,000 families from as I understand it this year. So I believe they're still actually taking donations to help get more school supplies, because this is a rough time for everyone. So they can check out the Ready, Set, Go. Tanya, are you back with? Because I don't want to steal your thunder. Are you back with us? I
feel like I'm back. I didn't know I left. So
we couldn't hear you, so I'll let you take it away. I was just going to go into sharing the website where individuals can hear more, and if they want to even donate supplies. So you take it away, Tanya.
All right. So we do have it where you can go to our website at rsgbacktoschool.org and let us know if you are going to drop off items to us or if you're going to donate financially, because it is difficult not only for us and our families, but for our corporations also. So with COVID happening, sponsorship is a little bit lower than it usually is, but we are determined to make sure that we service our children so that they're ready to go back to school come whenever the date is set. So right now, I believe the school system is still set for August 5th, but I'm expecting some changes just because the state of Georgia is expecting changes. But we are going to be ready on August 8th to service our families. We're looking forward to seeing people that we haven't seen in a long time. Our sponsors will be out there giving away supplies and waving and, just have a real upbeat event. So this will be the biggest event being prepared for back to school, just like we've been in the past, just a little different.
Tanya, what kind of supplies specifically can folks bring in?
We're asking for composition books, notebook paper, crayons, pens, pencils. Those are some of the basic items that everyone can bring in. That's what we need the most. So we usually have what we did this year because of COVID and the difficulties is that we're just making everything basic. Normally we have about 12 items per bag, including rulers, compasses, index cards, those types of things. But this year we got to kind of cut back a little because, again, our sponsorship is lower, but our need is still great. So we are asking the community to join us and help us to reach the goal of reaching out to over 5,000 families this year, like we've done in the past. So anyone can donate. We will be at the Empowerment Center at 4707.
Okay.
4704 Augusta Road, and we'll be there from July 7th until the beginning of the event, which is August 8th. And if anyone wishes to donate, we ask that they do that between July 7th and July 31st.
That is wonderful. Now, Donna, tell us about the sponsorship with Center Park and WSAV. How's that? Yeah.
Well, WSAV has been a sponsor since the inception, but of course, Center Park, like you guys have said and know, that we are branching out here. The oldest credit union in Georgia, and now we're coming to the Coastal Empire. So it's really a no-brainer, right? We are people helping people at Center Park. That's what we're about. So this back to school event, which has been in the community for 12 years now, and like Tanya just explained, sponsorships, have slowed down. So Center Park was just honored to jump in and be able to support, not only with the financial sponsorship, monetary, but we're actually also giving additional school supplies as well, and on hand to help volunteer on August the 8th. So that's what we're about. Like I said, a financial institution helping people, and we're so excited to be in this area. And again, I'll say it again, our branches will be opening in those Walmarts in September, but our members can go online and actually start up an account as early as August 1st with Center Park. So very excited to come here, and you'll hear more about us and the things that we're doing and going to be doing in the community. We really, again, are about helping the people, definitely financial stability, as well as our social responsibility in the community. Another thing that we're actually working on now is the gardening projects. We have a gardening initiative, and we're actually looking for local gardens that we could maybe support that may need a little help right now. So you'll hear more about that in the upcoming weeks as well. So community gardens, if you're a nonprofit, definitely look us up. We're here and ready to support.
I think we may know somebody, Marjorie. I think we may know somebody that can connect with that.
Cool. Oh gosh. Well, this is a wonderful collaboration and partnership, and thank you so much for coming on and letting our Savannah community know about the good work that Ready, Set, Go is doing and Center Park Credit Union. So thank you guys for being on. We want to have you back on so you can tell us how it went.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Marjorie. We appreciate you guys.
Tanya, it's good to see you. I don't think I've seen you since Tanya and I went to Leadership Savannah together.
Oh, wow.
Million years.
Before your daughter went to college.
Wow.
Like in elementary school. I mean, it was like 2001, 2000. I mean, it was a long time.
Well, listen, great things come out of Leadership Savannah. I went through the program as well. Awesome program. I think I came on after you guys came on, though. A little younger. I'll claim that anyway.
It's such a wonderful program. Yeah, it's been around. Tanya and I were in the program where it was a 2-year program.
Right.
So, Donna, I think yours was a 1 year, right?
That was a 1 year.
Yeah.
See, you just proved my point. You know.
It was kind of hard. It was a long time, but you know, it does build wonderful bonds forever. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for having us on.
Thank you.
See you soon. All right.
Have a good Monday.
You too. Bye-bye, guys. All right, here we go.
I love that. I love the Ready, Set, Go program. It's one of my favorite programs that happen in Savannah every year, just because, you know, the kids here and a lot of kids in our public school system, they just don't have the same resources that a lot of people have. And just my work with, you know, with CIS Savannah and all of that, we see it firsthand. And, you know, CIS provides wraparound services in the schools, but, you know, the number one thing that we see is need for uniforms and school supplies. And I know for a fact that a lot of the resources for that, because of COVID, because of the nonprofits being hit so hard, they're really, really going to be struggling this year. So the fact that they're able to do this again this year, especially given the circumstances, it makes my heart happy that our kids are going to get the things and supplies that they need to have.
Isn't it amazingly wonderful how so many people have stepped up to the plate? So many corporations have stepped up to the plate and are really helping. I mean, this is such a historic time in history.
Well, and it's such a testament to the community that we live in. I mean, a lot of, you know, sometimes people, when things get hard or tight or budgets get tight or low, you know, their instinct is to just grab everything and hold it. And what I see in our community is instead of people grabbing on and just looking out for themselves, they're really willing to share and help the rest of the community make it through. It really is. It is really a heartwarming thing, because people could just say, you know,
it makes you feel good to do that too. It really does. It gives you a great feeling when you know, just in your own soul.
Their mamas raised them right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Carmel, who is our next guest?
Oh, our next guest is someone I haven't seen in a few years. I'm so excited to see her today. I don't know how to introduce her, but can I introduce her with a picture?
That would be good.
There we are.
Wait. Okay.
The cast of Steel Magnolias from, I think we were, that was at Asbury Memorial Theater 2017. And I'm up top and Franny Williams is down bottom, and here she is live with us. Yay. Hey, Franny.
Good morning.
We're going to be catching up today and finding out about your new life, your new adventure, your new business. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here, and hello, everyone. I'm Franny Williams, and as Carmel just showed you, I am a performer and an actor, and I had the best experience with you doing Steel Magnolias in Savannah at Asbury Memorial. So you do see me on stage and on camera. And I also have a wellness company. I just started my wellness company because I decided that I wanted to be a guide to lead people to healing. We already have everything that we need within us to heal ourselves, to live our best lives, to have joy and abundance in our lives. But sometimes we can't access it. Like sometimes we need a little bit of help. And so I decided I wanted to use my gift for healing and an understanding of how to jumpstart a healing journey. And I started Guided Surrender. So I think as a performer, as an actor, as a human, we all have so much in our lives that revolves around healing, that revolves around wanting to be the best version of ourselves. Everybody wants that. I don't think anyone will say, I don't want to be my best self. No one would say that to you. But then there's this wall you hit where you're like, okay, how? What do I do? I want to be more active, but I don't have the affordability, or I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. Where do we get that when we don't know where we can access it within ourselves? And so I think that's the beauty of community and communion, is that there's a source for everything that you want to do. There's someone here that's put in place to help you with everything you want to do. And for me, I just want to guide people to finding those sources, whether I'm that source for some of it, whether I can redirect someone to a friend or someone in the community or a place that I know that's a source. I believe that the healing journey is an individual one, but the process is a group one. We're all here to support each other. So
Franny, how do you start that process? So let's say Catalina signed up with you. What would you do with her?
Hi, Catalina. I would be like, hi, so what's going on? Let's go internal. What are your traumas? What are the things that you're working through? And let's start off by saying, okay, these are my goals. Because the number one thing that stops you from accomplishing your goals is your fear. And your fear is related to your traumas or your pain or the things that have happened to you previously that are telling you that what you want to do isn't attainable. So let's start there. Let's start with the roots of why you're not doing it, and then start with the goal of what you want to do. I want to be more active, but I don't have a lot of affordability right now to go out and do a gym membership. Sometimes I even feel insecure at the gym. No problem, my love. Let's work together to find something for you in your home, a routine. We'll work together to find a yoga routine and a yoga schedule. I teach online yoga classes for only 30 minutes a class because that is limiting the time issue. Some people don't have an hour a day to practice, but everyone can find 30 minutes in their day typically, and it only takes 30 minutes to start new habits. So let's take 30 minutes, let's meditate, let's do yoga, and then let's go and figure out what you're putting in your body, because what we put in our body provides stimulus to our mind, and it tells us how we want to start our day, and it tells us how we're going to handle things. If you've got a lot of sugar, you can't process information the same. So maybe let's limit the bowl of cereal and add some oatmeal and eat fruit. Let's try that for your morning. And then let's go into a meditation and yoga practice so we can center your soul and your spirit and allow you to be vibrant and bring beautiful things to you. So it's simple stuff like that, but we can't all think of that, right? Like, how did you start your day, ladies?
Heck, I'm already motivated. What are you doing later?
Yoga, what are you doing?
Yeah. And Franny, I think that's really the key is, I think for a lot of people, and me, I'm at the top of this list. I'm the poster child for this. You just don't know what to do. So you end up doing nothing. And for a lot of people, it is financially, or there's a financial obstacle there.
Yeah.
So,
well, in 30 minutes a day, you can do, especially the fact that it's online, you can really just do that. I mean, you could do it at 2 a.m. if you wanted to.
You could. So I offer online classes, but if you miss it, I'll send you a recording. You can do it anytime, anywhere in the world. It's for you. And guided surrender was completely created to be something that other people can take and use it to heal themselves. Because I don't believe that you don't need me to heal. You need to know that you have everything you have within you to heal. So I want to give you tools to do it. And that's why you can go to guidedsurrender.com. You can follow me at Guided Surrender on Instagram. You could send me an email at guidedsurrenderinfo@gmail.com. And if I can't get it to you, I'll find someone who can. And I love the connection and the resources. Sometimes it's money. Sometimes it's time. Sometimes it's internal. So it's just about a culminating effort to try and say, I'm making a decision today to be the best version of myself. And then let's find you the resources to do that. And just like you ladies said, it's a choice. You've all made the choice. I'm here to help you with the action. So let's get started. Let's be the best version of ourselves.
I think Franny's going to be the visibility team instructor is what I think Franny's going to be.
Instead of having a meeting on Monday morning, let's have yoga.
Yeah, well, we can incorporate her into our meeting to follow to center ourselves before we start the week.
Seriously, let's do it. Let's do that.
Do you think I'm kidding? I'm serious.
This industry is like it's going a million miles an hour. Franny, I want to ask you, how did you get into this business? What's your story behind that?
Yeah, so I think it started off as me as a young woman, a young Black woman. I'm thin and I'm fit. So when I wasn't feeling well, I was always told that it was just, oh, you're fine. Oh, you're okay. Oh, you just need to give it more time. If you're in pain, it's just a little bit of pain. Your day doesn't stop because you're in pain. And every time I would go to a doctor, or every time I would ask someone about why I was feeling the way I felt, I was kind of brushed to the side, or I was given medicine, and I was never really healed. I never felt better. And so then I was like, okay, so take that into your own hands, Franny. Let's start working with natural holistic remedies to start healing your body. So I believe it starts internally. So I was like, okay, and let's also work on you as a person, because sometimes what's going on in our body is the result of the traumas we've experienced or the pain that we're holding on internally. Gut health is the main core for disease. And a lot of our pain, our sadness, the moments that have happened in our life, they take home here because we don't release them. So I was like, I'm going to work on releasing the things that are holding me back and are hurting me within. And I'm going to work on healing my body with natural holistic remedies, with herbs and fruits and vegetables. And I'm going to use this whole routine to be a better version of myself. And when I feel great and know it works, I'm going to give it away. Because we are not given our gifts just to keep to ourselves. We are given our gifts so that we can be giving to others. That's
I got goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So that's where it started. It started with me wanting to be healthy and wanting to be happy and wanting to live in joy. And then I just decided that's not just for me, that's for everyone. Everyone should get to feel that way. And so I started with a little herb here. I took meat out of my diet. I started working out more regularly. And I was a student, so I didn't have a lot of money. So I had to create things, you know? Yeah.
So let's actually do something with our visibility team here. What would you do, Franny?
Okay, guys. So everybody first, just get your pranayama, which is your breath. It's a breath energy force that lives within our body. Energy and breath is what heals the body. So let's center yourselves this morning. Everybody, I want you to close your eyes. Take a moment. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, almost as if you're trying to fog up a body. And fog up a mirror, not a body. If you're having a hard time with your eyes being closed, just look down. Sometimes that's uncomfortable, too much. Look down, okay? Work with your body. So take an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth, as if you're fogging up a mirror right in front of you. You can even put your hand there and go, hear the breath coming out of your body. Try that again. Inhale. Exhale with a sigh.
Oh my gosh.
Do an even bigger inhale. One more. Try to count 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. You've just moved around so much in your sinuses. You've just made room in your hearts. That alone starts the day with, okay, I'm ready day. What do you have for me? I'm good, so now I can be good to others. Now I can be giving to others. You got to take care of you first, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times they say when you're anxious or something, just take a moment to breathe. And that's what we're doing. We're centering and de-stressing just by breathing.
Just by breathing.
It works.
Body, just by breathing. It's unconscious and we have no idea how beneficial it is. That's why when people say with the pandemic and everything going on that they can't breathe, that's why this is so traumatic. Because it's the one thing that we get for free that we forget to be grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Be grateful for your breath. Be grateful for your ribs expanding. That's a blessing every day.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much science that backs it up too. Not only with what you're doing, but the meditation, and maybe you can explain the science easier than I can.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about breath moves things through the body, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to move something out of your body, what are you going to do? Hit it? What do you use? You have to breathe it through your body. That's why when your ribs start feeling tight and you're running and you're like, oh my God, I can't breathe. What do? Take a minute. Body, we're okay. When you breathe, it's an instant signal to your body that you are what? Alive. That you are capable, that you are ready. And it signals to your brain, oh, there's oxygen. We're still working, we're still pumping, we're still going after this world. The body's still moving. So when you can stimulate that breath and take a conscious choice to make a deep breath when you're feeling like you're low in energy, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling sick because of viral things happening within you, take a moment and try to expand your ribs. Try to get them to the side of your body. You can even put your hands here and try to just expand your hands. Inhale, exhale. And that alone is teaching your lungs to take more air in. We can actually get so much air. Science proves that. That's why you see the deep sea divers, and they can stay down there for so long. We have the capacity to get a lot of air in, but we don't practice it. Because in our daily lives, we actually breathe very shallow because we don't know that it's, we're like, oh, this is free. Let me just do this. But we don't know that we can get so much more air in. So when you're feeling constricted, you can tell because your energy changes. Are you afraid? Are you sad? Are you scared? Are you angry? Because that's when your breath really goes away. It goes away when you're angry. And then you make all kinds of choices that aren't from you, but they are from the fact that you're not breathing. That's where they're coming from. So I try my best. When I'm getting angry, I'm like, I'm not responding right now.
Yeah. Well, that we could use everywhere right now, at the grocery store, a lot of places.
Everywhere.
About 10 years ago, I suffer from anxiety, and about 10 years ago, well, it was right before my daughter was born, I went to the doctor and they gave me medication. They're like, here, take this, it'll help your anxiety. And I didn't really think about the medical part of it. I just said, okay, I'll take this pill, I'll be fine. And when I found out I was pregnant, I had to stop taking that medication because I was pregnant, and I had to stop cold turkey. And it felt like my brain was being electrocuted every 5 minutes for like 2 solid weeks. And it was the medication and the way it works in your brain. And so at that time, I was like, I am never, ever taking that stuff again. And I'm not recommending that other people try to go cold turkey. But for me, I went the holistic route and the breathing route. And, I'll tell my daughter, my oldest daughter suffers from anxiety as well. And I'll tell her, you've got to count yourself down. You've got to count yourself down. You've got to center, you've got to breathe, and you've got to count yourself down. And so for me, that works. And it took a while, because when you're a full-blown anxiety attack, you're not necessarily thinking about how to do things. You have to train yourself to do that. But just that, being able to center, even if you don't suffer from anxiety, just with anger or anything else, it's a very valuable thing to have in your toolbox.
Exactly. I'm also a fellow anxiety sufferer. I've suffered with mental health, with depression. And I think that is also a part of the journey for me, is how to stay healthy and have a healthy mental space when I'm not medicating and when I'm not putting things in my body that I'm not sure how they're interacting with my brain, but taking back the power within myself to say, I don't want to feel this way today. I'm going to work really hard and use all the tools I can, whether it's focusing on something else. Hyper-focusing on something changes the way that your brain is thinking. And when you get anxious or you're having moments of thoughts that aren't from you, the best thing you can do is try to change that rhythm. And so, like you said, by breathing or saying, okay, look at this beautiful flower. Look at each petal. How many petals does it have? And then your brain is no longer focusing on that negative thought that's taking you to this dark place. So I've had to work with all those things as well, too. And I believe therapy is a beautiful thing. I think there's a stigma, especially with people of color in our societies, of not getting therapy because it makes you weak, or it means that you're not stable. That is all false. That is a lie that we are being sold. Therapy helps you begin working through the things that are causing you to feel dark, or go to dark places. And there is nothing wrong with wanting to feel better, wanting to be healthy, wanting to heal. And that is part of that journey. So I'm a big encourager of therapy, or finding someone to talk to who you can speak to non-judgment, and practice these techniques that help you in those moments when you're feeling really low. So this, we're in solidarity together. I stand with you, I stand with your daughter, and I completely understand.
Well, I think the point you make about therapy is important too, because, I'm Hispanic, and in my culture and in our community, you don't go see a therapist, you go to the priest, and you go tell the priest your problems. You don't go to therapy. That's frowned upon, And then here in Savannah, the work that I do with students and families, it's primarily African-American families. And again, culturally, you don't go to therapy. It's kind of frowned upon. And so, to bring that forward and say, this is not only, this is a type of therapy, and there's the mental health part, and then there's the physical part. And the physical sound body, mind, soul. It's just kind of an extension, and I think it's great that you've tapped in all the areas to bring that to us with your new venture.
So I want to actually pull Donna Williams with Center Park Credit Union back on. She wants to ask Franny a question. So here we go.
Hey, Franny. Thank you, Marjorie. So awesome. I was hanging out, and breathing and enjoying and listening. And I was just sharing with Marjorie that I also have a 501(c) nonprofit called S2S Facts. And we work with ladies 10 all the way up to however God blesses us to become. And it's all about bridging the gaps in diversity, friendship, community engagement, and empowerment. And one thing that I am doing, one of our programs, we have many programs, but we're working with at-risk youth, particularly in one of the DJJs in Aiken, South Carolina. And we do little sessions now virtually, right? And I would love to talk more with you about the possibility of being a special guest and sharing wellness techniques with those young girls, with those young ladies. I think it will be maybe possibly the first time that they've, engaged in something like that. But to capture them at such a young age, I think it would be so powerful and means so much. It'll definitely mean so much to me, or what have you. And even I have a teen advisory board. I would love to have them join that session as well. So again, thank you, Marjorie, for bringing me back on to be able to ask her.
There's no rules on the social media channel.
Again, that community, right? That linkage so that we can reach more people. And I'm actually loving this online format because we get to reach even more people.
Right.
Donna, I love that. I agree with you. It starts when they're young. It starts with our youth. And that's a mission of mine as well. So yes, we should link up completely. I'm with you in empowerment and making that happen. We'll get in touch.
And you also connected on the email about the link for getting on the show.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Marjorie.
Absolutely. So I guess, wow, it's 9:45. We probably better wrap up. Where'd the morning go? What great information.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Right. This was super fun. This is the first for us to actually do a yoga session, a meditation session live. So, Randy, good for you for starting an online yoga workshop. Wow, that's really cool. That's really
Thanks, guys. It's great. It's been a great time, and I'm so excited for it to expand and do so much more with it. So reach out to me if you have interest or more questions at guidedsurrender.com.
Awesome. And Donna, if you could recap how people can get in touch with you for Center Park and also Ready, Set, Go.
Yes, well, of course, Center Park, you could reach us on our, we actually have a website out now, our centerpark.org website. So definitely reach out to us. And if you have trouble with that, again, we are in a division. We're a division of APCU, Atlanta Postal Credit Union. So you can always go to the APCU website and link up with us as well. But we'll be more than happy to talk more with you about Center Park launching September here. For S2S Facts, please like us on any social media platform, well, Facebook, IG, or Twitter, and it's S2S Facts. It's FACTS. S2S Facts. Our website is s2sfactsinc.com. And then, of course, Sisters to Sisters Unite. And this for all ladies. Let me make sure I'm clear on this part. This is not an organization. It's really not a mentoring organization, although we do mentor. But it's for all ladies of all colors, races, ages, what have you, because at the heart of it is about the diversity. And right now, that means so much. Because we can all do better when we can communicate with each other so that we can understand our different norms and our cultures. And then teaching our younger individuals that at an early age, I think will just help us unite more. So that's what the S2S is about. The sisters to sisters, all of us there, and we talk about real life issues, toxic friendships, relationships, even depression, which all of us go through at some point, or have been through, or know someone that has been through those type things. So it's real life issues that all of us, Catalina, Marjorie, Carmela, Franny, Donna, all of us, that we've been through those things. And we have real life dialogue with younger people, so they're hearing our perspective, and we're hearing their perspective. So it's a great organization, and the teens and the adults, love it. We have real live dialogue, and it's a no judgment zone. So what's said there stays there, almost like Vegas.
God. Well, this is just wonderful. I just love how live and interactive this platform is. I want to shout out to StreamYard for this unbelievable platform.
I feel like I have two new best friends here.
Yes.
Awesome. We want to make sure that everybody, Elizabeth is doing a great job putting all the links down below.
Thank you.
You like our Facebook page. We're also streaming live on YouTube. That's the beautiful thing about this platform. I can stream on multiple platforms. And we are not streaming live next week because it's a holiday. But after that, I think we have Bunny Ware and Maya Mance and Dr. Benton with Hospice Savannah coming on.
Okay, great.
So, and then Catalina, I just talked to Honor. She's going to be on.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She and I have known each other. Let's just put it this way. When my 18-year-old daughter was a baby, we worked at the symphony together. We used to scoot chairs together and make a playpen, and my baby girl would come to work with me. That's how long I've known her. She has a great new initiative called the Heart Initiative, and it's healing through art. They work with special needs kids. Really, they just work with a variety of things: special needs kids, veterans suffering from PTSD, anyone really. And Franny, you'd be a good person for her to talk to, because it's that healing process that people go to. And with Heart, they're using art as a way to express and heal. Awesome. So that'll be a really good interview.
I got chills. You got the best. This is awesome.
Thank you all.
Thank you. This was awesome. I mean,
Franny, we're going to talk.
Yeah.
We're all going to talk. Donna, thank you guys so much for having me on. And it was a pleasure to chat with everybody. I see the live comments. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to hit leave studio, but we don't have to get off. So hold on a second.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
Awesome.
So we're still live.
I think
We're still live.
So we're